All right, the cat's been missing for a day and a half, and I went out looking for it. Looked in the crawl space because that's sometimes where they go, especially when the temperature's in the teens. But I found something else, and it's not good. Not good at all. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Where are you, kitty, kitty, kitty? Wonder if he's hiding in the crawl space. Let's see. Yeah, something's been in here. I need to get a better door for this. Ugh. Let's see. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Uh-oh. Why is it wet? That's not good. Alright, so we found the leak upstairs. So it was coming down here. I shut the shut-off valve off. No more water pouring down from the bathtub shower. So let me show you what we found and what we gotta fix. And there's where the problem is. No. Or at least we need to open up this wall to figure it out. Just trying to get this wall, the rest of them, or that one's screwed in. Of course. Let's make it that much harder for Phil. How would they use nails and then screws all the way over here? They put screws here on these this center section to make it an access hole to the plumbing, so you don't have to tear the whole freaking wall out like I just did. Would have been nice somebody would have left notes. They use these real tiny little heads, I guess, to make them look like nails, finished nails. Therein lies the problem. We have sprung a leak. Here's the shut-offs. How so nice. Okay. Now, we gotta figure out how to fix that. That's what's causing all that water going down into the crawl space. I like the idea of how they installed that center panel there. I guess if I just would have been smart enough to look for it first, then I could have saved a little bit of work and possible unnecessary repair job coming up. Okay, so now I got to figure out how to fix this. So I'm going to start with, I can't get this out, and I see what's happened. Because if you notice the difference in the depth, how deep this has gone up versus this, they never got this all the way up into the pipe, which eventually caused it to fail. I'm surprised it didn't fail right off the bat. But I'm going to cut this section off for now. We got the water shut off here, and then that way I can go get the fitting I need and then just verify if that's the case. So let's give it a shot here. That's pretty handy. So the water is just what's standing in there or coming down through the pipe of the shower. It is sort of nice that this is inside the house, not underneath the house like I thought I was going to be working. But doesn't make it tremendously better. Why? I loosen the threaded fitting. There we go. Yeah. You can tell it's up there crooked. And that's all the further it got. Alright, I think what I'll do is I'll go to Menards and just redo this by getting me another shutoff valve, cutting it down here, and then install the shutoff valve and extend the pipe and the fitting up just like it is now. I'm not so sure how it would. I'm not a plumber. I'm just a hack at fixing stuff. So I don't know how there's a better way of doing it. Unless you ran pipe all the way down. But I'd rather have the new connection up here to where I can monitor it for a while. And make sure it doesn't leak before we close everything up. You agree?
I agree.
Alright, that's what we'll do.
Alright. My handyman.
Oh, whatever. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off because I got the parts now for this and the threaded fitting that we're going to replace. So let's go ahead and cut this off with our handy dandy. Now, obviously, I shut the water off. We're going to make another cut there. I didn't make that one too great of an angle. Alright, we're going to put a little glue on here. This glue looks a little milky or something. And install our pipe fitting. Get it on there straight. Now, we're going to put some threaded tape on the threaded fastener. Okay. Get this threaded up in there. Make sure that we're getting it on there straight. I think that's what happened the last time. Didn't get it on there quite straight. Looks like there's something wrong. I wonder if they got some solder in there. Betcha. Problem is on the opposite end. See if we can see. Let me get back with it. Saw a little debris up in there, maybe from the threaded tape from the previous pipe thread. threads just not wanting to thread on straight, and I think that was the whole problem with the last one. Well, the problem herein lies there's something wrong with that fitting. So we're going to eliminate it. No, not eliminate it, replace it. First, we gotta remove it. Alright. Cat didn't like that. So, what I picked up at the hardware store was one of these fittings. And it's got a threaded fitting. Basically, this will be coming up from the supply line coming into here. This will be on the copper fitting, and then this has got a metal adapter which will replace that plastic fitting. But we should have a better, what I was looking at inside there, it looked like it had been damaged, or the threads had been damaged, but the plastic fitting would go up there, but you still get a small leak even with the new fitting I installed. So with this here and some tape, we should get a very solid seal. At least that's what I'm going for. Let's see. But it's going to require some soldering skills, which I can't say that I'm the best, but how hard could it be? I YouTubed it. It looks easy. I did take the foresight of buying that fitting, and then also a soldering kit. It has everything in it. So one thing we want to do is make sure everything is cleaned out on the pipe. Then we're going to take some emery cloth and go around the outside of the pipe. Alright, looking good. Then we also want to make sure that we get the fitting adapter nice and clean as well. Looks good. And that just fits right up there, like so. Now, there's a couple other steps. In this package does come with not only solder, but soldering flux. And that helps clean the pipe, I guess, and then also allows the pipe to take the heat a little bit better, I guess. It says a thin coat around the mating surface. Alright, so what I did is I fabricated this onto this feed line. This I've already glued, this I've already glued horizontally so that the glue wouldn't stick the valve or get the valve stuck. And then we got this just temporarily up here, so I am hoping, nothing is glued together yet here, so I'm hoping the heat does not transfer too far down into this fitting into the plastic. So let's see. It's good on that side. Alright. I think we're good. Looks good. Alright. Primer that. Primer that. We're going to get some glue on the pipe. And get that on there. Okay. There. We got that. Get some of this tape on there. Alright. One thing I was having problems with, and I broke two of them because I had glued it with it sitting up, and the glue got down in there, and these handles don't last too long when they get glued up or the glue dries down in there, no matter how hard I tried not to do it. Alright, moment of truth. We're gonna go turn the water on, so you guys will see what will happen. Hopefully nothing. Don't see any leaking around there. Now let's see. Turn the water on and see if our solder job holds up. Not seeing any water. Seems like that leak that was caused by that fitting is now taken care of. As long as that solder job holds up and my glue joints are good, then hopefully we are good. So go ahead and leave that under pressure for a little while. Just make sure. Alright, one word of advice. I would go with this style shutoff valve versus this type. Reason being is I went through 3 of these. Here's the original that was on there and cut off. Here's the second one that the glue got down into the valve and caused it to stick. And then upon me trying to turn it, broke it. Same way with this one, even though I glued it up differently so that the glue would hopefully not go down into the valve. But then I glued this one up, same way as that last one, and the valve works just great. It's just the design of the valve inside. The glue does not get down into and clog that valve up. So that would be my recommendation. Alright, so in summary, we did get the solder job complete, as you saw in the video. It turned out quite nicely, I think, and has held for 4 days now with no leaks. We replaced the other valves with this rotary type valve, which I would definitely recommend. And the whole problem why this fitting leaked up here was that there was a burr up inside this female part. And then we replaced the plastic connector with a metal connector, metal threaded connector. But if you look at the inside of this, you'll be able to see the damage somehow that happened in there, which caused that plastic fitting not to make a good seal from the original install. which caused the leak. Thanks for stopping in today here at Peterson Farms in Nashville to see how we completed a plumbing repair job. And I'm no expert, but I learned how to solder from YouTube. So don't be afraid of these kind of things. Learn a new skill. And if it's a simple job like this especially. So friends, family, and future generations, we do these sort of things that you can look way back when, in the now or the future, whatever the case may be. God bless you all till next time.